Welcome to Wacky Wednesdays, where everyone has a chance to show off their car mods. And here's this week's winner.
Rev up your engines!
This is my supercharged T-top variant 1988 Toyota MR2. Let's take a look at this engine. Wait a second. Inside this car, you'll find that it has a 4AGE engine, which is a 1.6-liter inline-four that was borrowed from the Corolla of the same era. It makes about 145 horsepower with the supercharger, and since the car is so light, it has a top speed of 130 miles per hour. Let's talk about this supercharger. 1988 was the first year Toyota offered a supercharged model of their US market MR2. Unlike other supercharged cars, the supercharger on the MR2 is not always on. When you accelerate fast enough, the supercharger will turn on and a light inside the dash will indicate so. The brakes are also pretty interesting. Both the front and rear brakes are disc brakes, unlike other cars of this era. The trunk is actually more spacious than you would think. Inside the car, you'll also find a few features that you wouldn't expect in a 1988 model. First of all, it's got power doors, power windows, and power mirrors. In addition to those features, it's also got cruise control, which comes in the form of this huge stick coming off the steering column. Also, it's got window locks for some reason. The pop-up headlights also still work. Interestingly enough, it also has a feature that has to do with gas. If you're using regular gas, you can keep this button pressed, but if you're using premium gas, you can unpress it. This car comes equipped with a 5-speed manual transmission, and there was also a factory option for a 4-speed automatic. In the automatic version, this button puts it from normal mode to power mode. But the only real difference is that power mode shifts later than normal mode. The T-tops are also a relic from this era. They're a great way to have that convertible feeling without the hassle of upkeeping a soft top. Also, it feels a lot safer than a soft top, and they also function as sort of a permanent sunroof. This is how they work. Toyota was also gracious enough to supply us with these bags to keep the T-tops in, so they don't get damaged or scratched. Enough chatter, let's test drive this thing. First impression is that you can already feel that this thing has a kick. Toyota's main design goal with the MR2 was to make a car that felt fun to drive. 30 years later, it still feels fun. Even in traffic jams, this car doesn't feel like a hassle to drive, it feels enjoyable. So thank you Toyota for making such a great car, and thank you Scotty for featuring me on your channel.
Well, that was this week's video, and to have your car mod shown on my channel here, check this out. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.